Divisional weekends here, and there's some interesting matchups, some matchups I didn't expect because of what I predicted in my other video. But nonetheless, some good matchups, some interesting matchups I can't wait to talk about. Before I get into it though, I want to say I'm filming this on Wednesday, so if there are some new developments that come out in the next 2 days before Saturday or Sunday, like Patrick Mahomes gets struck by lightning or something on Friday, that would obviously sway my pick. So these are my picks on Wednesday of divisional week. Let's get into it right away. First game is Vikings at 49ers. The Vikings are 7-point underdogs. This matchup is interesting because I thought the Saints were for sure going to beat the Vikings. That obviously didn't happen. The Vikings do have a shot to beat the 49ers. They do have a very talented roster. It can't be overlooked, but I just feel like the 49ers, their defense is so good right now. They're so hot right now. It's an easy pick to pick the 49ers -7. I think the 49ers win easily here. The biggest question mark on the 49ers right now is if Jimmy G can get together. The Vikings defense is pretty good, but I think the 49ers defense can hold the Vikings offense, and then the 49ers offense will be able to take over the Vikings defense. That's still pretty good too, but that's my pick, 49ers -7. The next game is the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are 10-point favorites. That's a lot of points. I don't know. I think the Ravens obviously win this game, but I don't think it's a gimme. Call me crazy. I just feel like the Ravens are kind of built to beat these crazy offensive passing teams like the Chiefs or someone like that. And the run defense has looked pretty suspect. So I could see Derrick Henry just having a crazy good game. I know I just said the Ravens run defense is suspect, and I think they're ranked like 4th or 5th in the league in rush defense. But hear me out. They do defend the run well when it's against opponents that have shitty run games or opponents that have just flat out gave up. Yes, they stopped Nick Chubb at the end of the season. At that point, we've given up. Yes, they stopped Todd Gurley on that one Monday night game, I think, or it might have been Sunday night. But if you look at the stats, he only had 6 carries. If you look at teams with really good rush offenses, they don't stop them. Nick Chubb at the beginning of the year had a good game against them. The 49ers had a good rush game against them. The Bills had a good rush game against them. Even Joe Mixon, not saying Joe Mixon's bad, he's really good, but that Bengals offensive line was so bad, he still managed to get over 100 yards on the second game they played this season. So yes, I'm calling the Ravens rush defense suspect because on paper and by stat, if you look at all the league stats, yes, they have a good rush defense. They're ranked top 5. But when you look at the numbers, if you look at the games individually, you'll see that that number is somewhat flawed, and their rush defense is suspect. Not trying to say it's bad by any means. It's not like dog shit. Just saying it's suspect. Could be deceiving. And I think Derrick Henry could have a good game because of that. But if the game plan for the Titans is just to give the ball to Derrick Henry, that might be very easy to plan against. You just have to basically fill the box or whatever, but that still doesn't stop Derrick Henry sometimes. And if the Titans decide to pass, the Ravens are so well equipped in the secondary that I don't think it's going to be a problem to stop the Titans. And no disrespect to Ryan Tannehill, I think he's done a good job this year, but he's nothing like crazy good. And then with the Titans defense, it's nothing special. I expect Lamar and Ingram, even though he might not play, just to run all over them. Lamar to do his thing. They'll probably score a lot of points against the Titans defense. The biggest question mark, though, is are they going to be able to slow down Derrick Henry? They probably will be able to slow him down, but that still not might be enough. Derrick Henry's just so good on his own. Even when you slow him down, he can still get like 150 yards total. So, I don't know. 10 points is a lot. It's a lot of points. Call me crazy. I'm going to go Titans +10. That's my pick. I'm going to ride with them again. They are still really hot. I don't think they're going to win. I thought they'd beat the Patriots. The Ravens are hotter. They're the hottest team in football. But I can see Derrick Henry having a crazy game, just covering the spread. I mean, it's 10 points. It's a lot of points for the Ravens to cover. So that's my second pick. The first Sunday game, it's Chiefs-Texans. It's in Kansas City. The Chiefs are 10-point favorites. God damn, these big spreads. I hate them. I hate these big spreads. They're so dumb. They're stupid. They're dumb. Why do they do this? I hate it. I hate you, Vegas. I think the Chiefs will win. They'll most likely cover 10. I really don't know, though, because I hate betting these NFL spreads when the spread is crazy big. Not saying 10's crazy big, but still pretty big, especially for a playoff game. That's a lot of points, but I think the Chiefs will probably cover that. The Chiefs' offense is so good. It's better than the Texans' offense. And the Texans' defense isn't very good. It's suspect. The Chiefs' defense has been a little bit better, I think. They've done a little bit better, but they historically haven't been that great. Because of that, though, I'm going to take the over. I think it's 51. So I'm going to take the over, and yeah, I'll take the over. Maybe Chiefs -10, but I think the Chiefs easily win, even though Deshaun Watson was amazing against the Bills and everyone else played well. Might be a spark for them, maybe some inspiration. Maybe they'll just play their best game against the Chiefs and beat them. I doubt that, though. I think Kansas City is a hard place to play in. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a great game. He's had 2 weeks to rest. I think the Chiefs cover here, and I think the over hits. And then the last game, it's the Seahawks at the Packers. The Packers are 4-point favorites. This is an interesting spread. I thought it would be closer. I know Green Bay is hard to play at, but I thought it would be closer just because both teams have been a little suspect in some areas all season. I mean, the Seahawks just barely beat the Eagles without Carson Wentz, and they're playing practice squad people. So I think I'm going to take the Packers -4. I think the Packers are going to cover. Their defense isn't really that good, as much as people have been saying. I don't think it's really that great. But their secondary is better than the Eagles secondary. That's like the worst secondary I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. I think they'll win by like a touchdown. Not just saying this because the spread's the closest, but I think it's going to be the best game of the weekend, considering all the other matchups are pretty lopsided in a way. I'm glad it's the last game. But I think the Packers cover that. And that's my final pick. So, divisional weekend. Please let me know what your guys' picks are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and click here to see more of Dave's Takes.